This episode contains descriptions of sexual assault and sexual violence.
For anonymous, confidential help 24/7, please call the National Domestic Violence Hotline at 1-800-799-7233 or go to thehotline.org.
Welcome to the bad boy pod, talking bad boy bards, make a good girl nuts with the bad boy swag. Having conversations that a bad boy mad, sit down, relax, kick back, have a blast, enjoy the bad boy pod, brought to you by Lady Parts.
All right, and we have been brought to you by Lady Parts, as always.
Oh, Testacino Ricci.
Testacino Ricci. Would you say it's weird that we call it the testicle, yet we often gender her female.
I
think it's because she's a planner.
That's a really good point. I mean, I would consider myself a bit of a planner.
Oh, would you consider yourself a slight testicle?
A bit, yes.
Definitely.
Yes.
I'm definitely one that's like a twisted testicle that like really hurts.
Ooh, ouch.
Ooh, painful, allegedly.
Sometimes when I can see my blue undertones in my body, I'm like, I'm a bit of a testicle, I think.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
A little bit of a testicle
Yeah,
rising.
because testicles are blue when I'm done with them.
Honestly, she would be. She would really squeeze them accidentally.
Oh, I just meant like you're not coming with me.
Oh, got it.
And that's the
You
guarantee.
are not going to come.
You're not going to come.
Egg in the bottle.
And it's
Yeah.
going to hurt.
It's going to hurt all right.
It's going to hurt forever.
Bam, egg in a bottle. Who is that?
I honestly forget.
I honestly forget.
Literally forget. Wait, is this our last episode of the year then? Because I'm just like doing math. 'Cause I don't
wait.
get home till which is literally probably a Sunday.
Oh my God. I guess it is.
Oh, we didn't even plan.
We didn't even plan, but I guess we could do like a
Remember when you
spontaneous sort of thing.
Absolutely. What the fuck have they done to the calendar? In here?
Honestly, the
I'm
new iOS update is perpetual bad boy. Like the Photos app is absolutely unhinged.
everything.
What is going on? There's like all of these new, like every time I text wow now, it gives it like this effect that's like woo.
Whoa, did not know that.
And don't love that, if I'm being frank.
Well, Jesus Christ. I don't know what to do anymore.
I do like that I can make anything a sticker. Yeah, it might just be like a bit like of an anticlimactic end of year episode.
Yeah, we'll just do that.
We'll just do that. You know, we'll talk about our bad boy because we do have one. We'll just do like a little bit of a spontaneous end of the year blitz. We literally didn't plan at all.
No, sorry.
But we'll just noodle on worst dad, of course.
Oh, we love worst dad.
Bad boy of the year, divorce of the year. We know that one.
Well, that's
Or do we?
It's pretty clear. Actually, we don't know yet. It may be J-Lo.
I'm feeling J-Lo.
Honestly, it could be divorce of the year.
J-Lo is giving divorce of the year a little bit.
I wish I knew and had to look at a calendar.
Just because them getting together felt very 2024 and then them breaking up felt very 2024.
Well, I guess we could literally do next Saturday. Sorry, I'm flip-flopping so much.
Oh, I guess we could literally do next Saturday.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We'll just do it on Saturday.
we'll just do it on Saturday. So sneak peek, J-Lo and Ben Affleck are going to be divorce of the year.
It's so
but-
much easier than the 30th.
Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. I do have to play Dungeons and Dragons, but we can plan around it. Because it is in like Silver Lake area, so I'll be close.
Thinking about you.
Thank you so much.
And I was like, is it Settlers of Catan or is it Dungeons
No, it's
and
Dungeons
D?
and Dragons, and right now I'm playing a barbarian named Chad, who's like Loki and incel.
That sounds awesome.
See, it is kind of fun.
It is. I mean, I
get a
wish I liked
character.
acting.
Yeah, it is. You do have to. I mean, it's been so tough for me to play the role of incel because
I'm sure it's really hard for you to get into that headspace.
Because I usually respect women so much and
She does
definitely
not.
don't think they're dumb bitches.
You tell me what to do, and I'm
Absolutely.
Gonna listen. Women,
But the
would you please like me?
Yeah,
Said so.
and my name is Chad the Barbarian. But like other character types in D&D have spells, and it's just a lot to remember. But the Barbarian is just like brute force. You just like beat bitches up.
So, oh God, I'd love to talk about D&D,
Like,
but I'm afraid I'll be
start
scared.
podcasts. Just kidding.
The thing about Carlos's, you know, he'd love that.
Yeah, it's not bad. But anyway, Saturday I do have a D&D game planned, but we can plan around it.
Oh my God, you nerd.
All right.
Yeah, definitely. We'll do it early in the day.
Okay.
We'll do it at 9 a.m.
Okay, perfect. Let's see how this feminine testicle sounds.
Beautiful soul.
Thank you. Back from the testicle, ready to slay.
Ready to slay.
Not the end of your episode like we had previously discussed.
I know. And you don't kill me, but
Don't kill me, but-
hopefully you won't kill me. But my flight, and it's like at night.
Ooh,
It's a night
it's a red
Sunday.
eye?
No, I mean it's literally
it's
night
like 1
Arizona.
hour away. Right.
So it was like I don't know. That'll be a nice one, hopefully.
Okay. Well, Saturday it is. We will record, so no news must break. My name is Julia Davidovich, and when I see a calendar, honestly, it may as well be in a different language because absolutely not on my watch.
I just pass out. I don't know what to do. My name is Zoe Clark, and I live and I die by my calendar. Is it the first thing you look at when you look up or wake up?
No, the first thing I do is Wordle. I can't even lie.
Really?
Yeah.
Still?
It's,
Oh my
okay,
god!
Wow.
We haven't talked about Wordle in a
Don't
year.
Wordle shame me.
No, I have. It's just I didn't even know. Like, I thought for some reason you had to pay for Wordle at this point.
You do.
Email Diane.
You do have to pay for Wordle, and
Are you on a hot streak?
no, I'm not actually because I
okay.
forgot to play one day yesterday.
fuck.
I started it and then didn't finish it. Like I never do that, and I feel like
Did this
I'm not going to
happen
say
yesterday?
my life is ruined,
Oh no!
but it is
Did I bring this
altered
up?
permanently.
Was this your bad boy?
No.
Okay.
But now that I think about it, it has set my whole life
I hate that.
off kilter. You know.
The last streak I broke, I can't think of it now. It was probably Wordle. Or, you know what? In Duolingo, I really don't like that. I have my Duolingo streak,
It's still going.
but they do a thing for the leaderboard where, like, I was in Diamond for a while, and then I got knocked down a peg because it was a time change.
I'm so
and
sorry.
I didn't play my fucking thingy. It was
I'm
so
so sorry
stupid.
you got
Listen,
knocked out of Diamond League.
I got knocked out of Diamond League. I
That
was
must have
really
been a
upset.
tough break for you because
It was
I
like-
know.
Listen, do you ever feel like such a loser when you're like, an app has made me feel bad?
Full stop. I feel like a loser constantly, and it's usually app related.
Ever since I was a teenager, or
Yeah.
like honestly, like middle school, like preteen,
Yeah.
I felt like a complete loser.
I mean, I think in a lot of ways we are losers, and
Oh my god!
but
Every
in
day.
some ways we're not. Like, who isn't a loser? Like,
No, I see loser qualities in everybody.
and that is the most beautiful thing.
Yeah, my name is Zoe and Clara and Julie Davidovich and Diane.
Yeah,
I see
mean,
loser qualities. I see loser qualities in people.
all I see.
Wow,
Is,
episode title: I see loser qualities.
I see loser qualities featuring the bad boy, who's indubitably a bit of a loser, even though he's quite rich
I would say it's extremely
and married
flawed.
to like I don't know, someone I can't admit is bad yet, even though she is a billionaire.
We had a long discussion about it,
We
and
had
I
a
have a lot of thoughts. Is it steamy in here? Or am I insane? No, it's not steamy in here.
I really hope
The windows
not.
are not foggy, right? Or is it just like the way it looks?
No, the windows aren't foggy. I see what you mean. Okay, we're dying. You heard it here last.
All right, we're being gassed. It's fine. It's a little.
Whatever happens, happens. You know.
Sometimes no, I'm not even going to say that.
Okay, perfect. Who's your bad boy on the block this week?
Who was it again?
Oh, did you hear that?
Plane landing on us?
No, that was we just got a notification about
Oh,
a calendar notification, no doubt. The annoying thing about the
Great.
calendar is like I have my calendar, Jerry and I have our shared calendar, and then Jerry's calendar is also on my calendar.
wait. Which calendar do you use? Don't kill her.
iCal,
I don't use iCal. See, iCal pulls in from my
Goog,
but
Yeah.
I prefer Google's layout. If
sure.
iCal would choose a better layout, I would much rather. But I just don't like the way.
Tim Cook, you heard it here last.
I also don't like the way that for some reason, I don't know how this happened. Oh, this happened because you shared a contact with me once. And because their birthday was in it, I am notified every single year.
That's so funny.
And it's that woman, I forget her name now until her birthday comes, which was recently because it's December. And it was the girl that gave me Roxy.
Oh, well, happy
that
birthday
random?
to you.
Yeah, that's her name.
Haven't spoken to her in years. And that's just a little bit about me. Is I'll
When I
fall,
think
I'll
about
fall
her-
right out of touch with you.
This is the face I make.
She literally just made a face of love and adoration. But you don't have a bad boy? Or wait, did you?
Okay. Did I
don't
not
know.
say it or did I? I don't
You
think I
didn't
said
say it.
Did I think it? Oh, this is what it was. What is IKEA? I mean, I love IKEA very much.
I hate IKEA very much.
You hate it.
Yeah. This is the only difference between us.
I absolutely almost made myself sick though because
Oh.
I had meatballs and a hot dog.
Oh.
Dude, it's like, do I know how to make
the
Zoe bar?
Swedish?
Yeah.
Do you have-
Yeah, I did. What was that sound?
What's that? Oh, no.
Did I unplug someone?
Diane.
I poop in the morning, I poop at night. What were we talking about again? My bad boy.
Your bad boy, yeah.
What was my bad boy again?
Look, you haven't gotten to it yet.
I know, I just said it. Oh, IKEA. That's what
Oh,
it was.
right.
I was
IKEA. You did. You
lamenting.
literally did say it. Why? What was your problem with IKEA other than you
It
got
just
sick
took
from eating too much processed meat?
Yeah, that's probably what it was, honestly. It was my tummy hurt. It was
The
like
meat sets the
It's
vibe,
almost
I
like
will
I
say
shouldn't
that.
have done that.
Yeah.
It does. Like, why should I eat so much discount meat? Why do I trust a hot dog I can buy while I'm in line? I don't know. But it's delicious, and I wasn't even hungry. I just ate it.
Yeah, you need. I mean, they trick you.
I know, but
They
I
do
also
have like what, cinnamon sticks? What are they?
cinnamon sticks.
Churros?
I mean, they have. I mean, you mean a cinnamon roll?
Pretzel? Cinnamon roll. Cinnamon roll.
That was
Okay,
a
my brain
journey.
just
I love
exploded
that.
to get to the most basic
was like,
thing.
cinnamon sticks.
I do love cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon sticks, I could do
pretty
without.
And you know what? They're really like pretty cheap on the sauce on top, so you would
Oh,
love them.
really?
Yeah, I feel like you're more of like in it for the cinnamon part.
Well, I do like the gooey center.
Oh, maybe they're gooey in the center. You cannot have a gooey center.
You can't. That's the whole point of having a cinnamon roll.
Cinnamon bun from Cinnabon though.
Oh yeah, that'll fuck you up for real.
They used to have one in the Shepherd. Don't kill me when I was a child. But
I
the
wouldn't dream
closest
of it.
station that my parents lived to is called Shepherd, and Shepherd Young or whatever, and they would have a Cinnabon. There's no more Cinnabon in there anymore, I don't think. But it just smells sickeningly.
Yeah.
That's like where we would just meet each other all at.
Is there a
It was like meeting
Cinnabon
place.
competitor? Because there is Auntie Anne's and the other one.
I would say they're probably the biggest gas station Cinnabon, or not gas station, subway
Mall.
station Cinnabon.
Oh, I would also say food court at a mall.
I see more of them
Wetzel's
in the
Pretzels.
subway station, but yes.
It's Auntie Anne's and Wetzel's Pretzels.
Oh, they're
The biggest rivalry in the West.
Oh gosh,
I feel like
Wetzel's.
Auntie Anne's is better now. It's more buttery.
Anne's. I like Wetzel's.
You okay?
I'm a Wetzel's hoe.
You're a Wetzel's hoe. You're a
Is there a
Wetzel's Wendy, and I'm
third
an
kind? I
Auntie
feel
Anne's
like-
Annie.
And what's your popcorn place here? Colonel's or something, or is that
The
Canadian?
fuck? I don't know.
Okay, I feel like in Canada. I mean, popcorn
What do you?
place.
What do you get? You get like weird shit on top?
What do you mean? Weird shit like flavored popcorn. She's making a face. I won't talk about popcorn anymore.
I mean, I like popcorn.
I
but
mean, I
just,
like popcorn just fine.
Just put butter and salt on and call it a day.
Well, then you're not gonna
Don't put
like
anything.
What I'm gonna,
I mean,
don't put anything
Don't
else.
put anything wacky in there.
So what? So you probably absolutely
What? You probably
hate-
add fucking ranch and blue cheese and
no?
shit.
Okay, no.
Eat
Do
it
you
with your hands?
What about those? You probably hate this, but the Trader Joe's ones. There's like a bag that comes with half cheddar and half like caramel corn. I know. It's such a face she's making.
Together?
Yeah, like they're in the same bag, but it I mean, it is good actually. I'll take a picture of you making a face. Not really. You can smile.
The mix.
It's a mix. It's not. She's making a
I
face.
hope people look at this and don't know why, but
They're like,
that's my imagining eating caramel and cheese at the same time
It's
face.
good. I don't know what it's called. I'll
In
put it in
no
the
world
slimer.
is
It's
that
probably
good.
not called the mix though.
Let's see. Who's my bad boy on the block? I don't
Tell us
know. Ugh. Yesterday I went to 2 parties. That was a bit much,
That's a lot for you.
but it was a lot. It was a lot. Like a day and a night.
That's a lot.
I know. And at the night, okay, I guess this is my bad boy. White elephant. Are you familiar?
Oh, I'm familiar.
Who wants to do this? Because okay, well, I assume everyone listening is familiar with white elephant, but if you're not, it's a fucking mind game. It's like a Stanford prison experiment of party games where everyone brings a gift under a certain amount of money. Then you pick a number out of a bag and you in the order you pick the number in, you each choose a gift.
Oh my god.
And then at some points, people steal each other's gifts if they want one, et cetera, et cetera. And I just think it's fucked up. Because wouldn't everyone here rather just save the $35 and not have
$35.
random fucking cupcakes in your house? We got a bottle of whiskey.
Cupcakes?
We got a bottle of whiskey that is cookie dough flavored.
Oh, that's mean. Cookie dough whiskey is crazy.
Yeah, and what was stolen from us was a bottle of hot sauce that seemed interesting.
That's not bad.
And so this is why I hate the game.
$35. It's not, but yeah.
Yeah, sure. Well, if it was $35, I mean, that's a hot sauce I'd want to try. And I'm never going to try it. And now we're just burdened by cookie dough whiskey, which we'll put a picture in Wilmer Slimerama because
good
it's
idea.
one of the rudest things I've ever seen.
Very rude.
I just find it to be an obscene practice. And everyone should keep their $35, go to the frickin' party that nobody wants to be at anyway, or maybe they do because they have, I don't know, they're excited by people, and then leave. And don't make me sit around watching people open chocolates and motherfucking shit.
Because opening chocolate would have been nice.
We brought chocolate.
See, normal. When
So
I
normal.
I mean, I'm conflicted because it has worked out for me. I did get my first squatty potty that I couldn't use in my terrible bathroom because my bathroom
squatty
opened on
potty's
my
a
legs.
great one.
It was a good one to open, and what a surprise.
Yeah.
But this was at a work one too, and like, your coworker gifting you
A poop related item is
it's very intimate.
It's quite intimate. And then also, like, you don't know who's going to pick the squatty potty. Like, what if it's
What if
the
someone
one
with
person
zero
who
sense of
has
humor?
like Crohn's disease? Then it becomes kind of rude.
When I think about it, because it didn't work in my home one,
Yeah.
I should have left it in our regular one so everybody could enjoy it at work.
Ew, but like, I don't
Is
know.
that too gross?
I know you don't shit on it, but like for some reason the thought of like multiple people using my squatty potty is like, I don't know.
Okay, well,
It's a bit
Zoe's
of
horrified.
It's a bit of a bodily fluid swap, even though I know it's not.
I mean, to her, it's just like it's essentially putting shit in your own ass.
It's
essentially
basically a
swapping
fecal
micro.
transplant.
She will not have anybody. See, that's how I feel about people like using my bidet. I'm like, oh, well, please don't.
No,
like never use
don't.
my bidet.
I would never use somebody else's bidet.
I think it's a little strange to use someone else's or like a shared bidet. I think that's weird.
I think it's kind of weird to use somebody else's toilet, but you don't have a choice.
You're right.
You know, because in a way, it's like their poop air is going into your butt, and your poop air is going into their toilet.
Sometimes I make decisions like following this account called Cringy, and they keep reposting this woman who used to make people shit outside in her home, in her yard. Do you remember this person?
I would never do that, but
No.
that is the risk you take. Like I really try not to poop in other people's houses. Public toilets, I'll poop all day.
No,
and
but this
all night.
person was like, I basically make people poop outside in like a cat litter situation.
Okay,
And then scoop it up, and then it's like a whole thing. And then someone came and like, because she got so much attention, they sent the health department to her house, and they shut her down.
Oh.
And now she's like, okay, well, I've changed my pooping situation, and now I make everybody poop in this place in the home, and then do this after, and then when you're done with it.
How many people are pooping at her house? Like,
That's what I don't get. Like, I would never, if just at the first hint of this, I would never come back.
No, I mean, like, you have to really have like a bevy of poopers in order for like this to make any sense.
I just don't understand. And then when she does it, and maybe if I find it, I'll put on the slimer. It's really terrible. But when she shows you, kind of like what she does with your poop after, she does it with like she imitates it with clementines. It's crazy. Anyway, this world is perfect, and I don't think it needs to change.
No, I don't think she needs a documentary, and I wouldn't watch it
think so.
if she had one.
I don't think so at all.
Perfect. Do you have any other bad boys on the block?
No, I mean, Ikea, listen, I love you,
Oh,
but
yeah.
your furniture, like, I was up till midnight.
Oh,
And it's not because it's hard. It just is time consuming. And I'm
I get very
37.
sweaty.
I'm an
I get
old
very sweaty
woman.
putting it together.
Yeah. Yeah. And I hiked in the morning. It was a stupid thing to do.
Yeah,
I thought I was going to die.
Of its own.
I thought I was going to die. It was really dumb.
So last week, after we recorded the pod and incorrectly anticipated the shooter would not get shot. However, I did happen to mention McDonald's. I'm just saying.
She did.
This is a bit of an
So
update, I guess.
Zoe predictions.
Zoe
/update.
predictions. You know, he was caught, and was it on purpose? Was it by accident? Who can say? Did the FBI have his name before the McDonald's tip? Yeah, probably. Did the CEO of the backpack company maybe call in a tip, which is crazy? Yeah, JanSport would never, probably.
I hope not.
So, you know, we're obviously you hear it here last. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. Wild.
I'm engaged, I'll be honest.
So am I.
Yeah.
It's interesting to watch. It really, really is. Everybody
everyone-
has their own like narrative, though.
I was going to say that. Everyone has a narrative and a take.
And I'm not even. I mean, I'm really confused because I've never been so confused with so many takes, so many narratives,
So many takes.
and having social media is so hard.
Ugh, tell me
Social
about
media
it.
is so stupid.
I know.
You realize every time we open this shit, someone else is making money off of us. It's so funny.
That's true.
I absolutely hate this world, but like I need it to read the news,
I need it, though.
and I need it to look at funny things. Like I have to
Thing is,
laugh.
it's so funny.
And the worst things that make me laugh now.
The
it's like
internet
not even
is
things that
so
are funny.
funny is the problem.
That's the problem.
But
Blue
anyway,
Sky is so funny. Guys, go there.
Blue Sky is actually not funny at all.
It's like really hard.
It's pretty dry. Like Twitter is still funnier. I'm not gonna lie. Don't kill me, Elon Musk.
Boy, like so many people love Twitter, but like
But like maybe
Again,
it's
I don't
better now.
understand. Like, why deactivate is my question. I'm like, why? I'm not
to
going to
like
deactivate.
stick it to Elon, but I'm like,
You're not
he
sticking to
doesn't
shit.
fucking care. Like this
Sticking
man,
to shit, my friend.
this man is becoming more of a billionaire by the second. Like you deactivate, Twitter isn't even a thing to him. It's not even like in his freaking portfolio practically. Like it's not real. So you deactivating Twitter isn't sticking it to
Yeah, says Zoe, but I believe her.
Okay, next bad boy update. Donald Trump Jr. was seen
my
holding hands, if you can believe it.
Gross.
I think the only people who hold hands are people who are cheating on their spouse with the person they're holding hands with.
Yeah, you're right.
My name is Zoe's Huge Theory. With a socialite named Bettina Anderson.
I think cheaters are obsessed with hands.
They love hands. They're hand guys.
Finger people.
Sources say he was previously spending time apart from his fiancee, Kimberly Guilfoyle. So I guess all bets are off, and you can hold hands with Bettina. Bettina, excuse me.
Bettina.
Sorry, I called you Benita. My
almost
life's
like you're
greatest regret.
I really don't think she's sorry.
No.
Funny thing about DJT, well, can't even say it, Junior.
Yeah.
And Newsom is at their...
I guess
okay, what's a better word? I mean, okay,
we need
listen, they fucked the same woman.
Yeah, we need a PC version of the term that is normally used when two people fuck the same woman.
Yeah.
And I think it should be mush bros.
Mush bros, okay, great.
Is that better or
mush
what?
bros is like... sounds like
Yeah, I would say Donald
sounds
Trump,
like a porn production company.
Yeah, Donald
but-
Trump Jr. and Kevin Newsom are mush bros. And
I mean, listen.
they are.
They are.
They are.
They've basically docked dicks at this point.
You're right. You know what? That's the PC word for it. They have docked each other's dicks, which is when you wrap the foreskin of one around the other. Look it up. Read a fucking book, you idiot. My God, I'm so sick of having to explain docking to these people. Anyway,
I hate my life.
Anyway,
Knowing
shout out
this
to,
shit.
shout out to Bettina Anderson. I really hope that she loves docking with Don.
I really hope she's an activist at heart and is like doing some kind of terrible thing with his
You
family.
think Don and his dad are doc bros?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, unfortunately, I do.
They've worked the same doc, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they've worked the same doc, I think. You know?
Yeah.
You know?
Eric has not worked that doc.
No, Eric's never had a job in his life.
No. I did read that Barron is trying to find friends at NYU. So if you're a college student listening,
I saw a headline that he's quite popular, and I was like, "That's not true.
That's not true.
That's fake. That's fake."
I like my suitcase. You know what I mean? You know that?
Oh boy.
Yeah. Okay. Moving
He's a bit
on.
of a suitcase man.
Yeah, he's a bit of a suitcase.
That
man.
kid has a roly little suitcase.
And
And I know that you did too when you were a child.
I did too when I was a child. So in a way, I'm a Trump, and I'm a Doc Bros with Barron.
It's fun.
Okay, let's move on to our bad boy of the week.
Gross.
He's
Doc
a
Bros.
Mr. Go your gal.
Everything is so messed up.
Everything's so messed up. He's definitely a Mr. I don't know, Brooklyn, your boy, for sure. He's definitely a Mr. Statement. He'll make a statement.
He's a statement denier.
He's a deny your gal.
And-
he's
and
a
also
he's a deny your gal.
He's a denier gal. He's make a new state-orama.
He's a bit of an Empire State of Mind, if you ask me.
He's married to a person just like completely out of his league. It's wild.
It is wild. It's Jay-Z. Guess his
Wow.
net worth.
Oh, I don't even know anymore.
Yeah.
That's hard. Like $500 million.
Oh no, girl.
Is that a lot?
2.5 billion.
Oh, so he's
an
a billionaire.
entrepreneur. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I
And
didn't know he was a
combined with
billionaire.
Beyonce, I bet it's freaking. Let me see, Jay-Z, Beyonce combined net worth.
See, I wasn't sure if his net worth was combined with his wife, because is that how things work? I don't know. I don't actually know any of this.
Combined, their net worth 3.5 billion.
Holy shit!
So Beyonce is as one. is
Beyonce,
one
can I have
billion.
$500 just for kicks?
Yeah, Beyonce, give us $500, and we will.
I'll shut our mouths.
I mean, I won't put out this podcast. If Beyonce gave us $500, I would hold this podcast.
Yeah, I'll shut up.
My name is Diana, by the way.
And we're not. This isn't blackmail.
It is not. It is not.
I just want $500.
So I guess you can say Jay-Z his name has been brought up in
Sure
conjunction with the Diddy of it all. If you will remember, months ago in October, a woman filed a lawsuit against Diddy and claimed that he and an unnamed male celebrity had assaulted her at a party when she was 13, while an unnamed female celebrity watched.
Yikes.
Well, now that male celebrity has been named as Joseph Z.
Joseph C. And then Zoe and I spent 45 minutes trying to get to the bottom of who we think the unnamed female celebrity is. And I don't think we're going to talk about it.
I don't think we're going to talk about it, but, it was a fun, I'm not going to say it was a fun rabbit hole because of how we got there, but it will be a rabbit hole, and you will look up the presenters and performers at the 2000 VMAs and be, kind of shocked by who was there.
But it's really
But also not shocked because, obviously Kid Rock and The Rock presented together.
True.
And this is obviously Kid Rock wasn't at Denny's party.
And unfortunately, he's not an unnamed person there.
Unfortunately, Fred Durst was there.
He was there, but they could have been hanging out. It's kind of like, and this is funny because I heard that Guess Who, the game, is having a resurgence.
Oh, okay.
Because people
Beautiful.
are playing it
people
properly.
are playing subjectively. Yeah, it's really funny. I've seen it on the internet.
Hilarious, but this is kind of a subjective who's who because you're just okay, well, would this happen? Would they do this? I don't know.
Right, but
would
it's also
they be hanging with Jay-Z? I don't know.
Yeah, it's a little bit of
where were they that night? I don't know.
It's a bit of a problematic who's who, but we had fun.
It's kind of messed up.
So this assault took place, as I said, she was 13 years old at the time, at an after party for the 2000 MTV VMAs. She went to the party. I guess Diddy's driver saw her outside of the party and said that Diddy liked young girls. Cute.
Cool.
And took her to the party. The lawsuit claims the residence was filled with celebrities. She said she was talking to Fred Durst and Benji Madden. Now, here is where their big defense is Benji Madden was actually not at the party. He was on tour with Good Charlotte at the time.
Enormous defense.
Fred Durst,
well, she
however,
said she talked to both brothers.
Fred Durst, however, did not reply for comment.
Okay. Embarrassing.
Because he was rolling.
Good save.
Thanks.
Very good save.
The suit accused Jay-Z of raping her first, followed by Diddy, while the unnamed female celebrity watched. She claims Jay-Z placed his hand over her mouth and told her to stop when she resisted. Eventually, she got away, but she did say that she was... Oh, I missed the part where she said that she had consumed a drink that made her feel dizzy. It's like it sounds like she was drugged, is what she's saying happened.
It does sound like that, actually.
It does sound like that. And eventually she got away. Mm-hmm. Jay-Z denied the allegations and put out, I would say very swiftly put out a denial statement because it does seem like he had this ready to go.
Interesting. I didn't think that, but I don't think you're wrong, but I think that's interesting.
He denied the allegations. He said the complaint was filed in pursuit of money and fame. But he really was directing his ire at the plaintiff's lawyer, Tony Busby. So then Tony Busby was like, actually, she wasn't asking for any money from you. So,
Mamma mia. And she's unnamed.
Obviously, he's trying to get her name out there. That's like their big move at this point is like, how do we get these Jane Does who were 13?
That's fucking crazy.
At the time.
People, I don't know if anybody knows who this Jane Doe is, but protect her.
Protect her at all costs.
Jesus Christ.
He was 31.
Gross.
And, we'll see what happens with that. I'm very intrigued. He had a very defensive response to the allegations.
Totally.
But then, the next day, he and Beyonce and Blue Ivy went to, the premiere of Mufasa, the Lion King movie.
I literally that's all I kept seeing. I was just like, wow, this is such an interesting, it was actually kind of cringy, just the parallels of it all. Just like Jay-Z family man, Jay-Z rapist, Jay-Z family man,
Right.
Jay-Z rapist. He can't be a rapist. He's a family man. He's
And
at the premiere with his family.
In his thing, he was like, I'm a young man who,
Cool.
with, and he talked about, growing up in Brooklyn and making it out and all this stuff. And it's like, yes, that's all very impressive. You're not a young man. You're, well into your 50s at this point. And you have $2.5 billion. So, I'm just an everyday man. Don't do this to my family situation. It doesn't really apply here.
No. He's a quite rich man.
He's a quite rich man.
He can make his problems go away with money because he has $2.5 billion?
He has $2.5
Remember when I thought he
billion.
had $500 million?
Also, if I had $2.5 billion and I thought I could throw money at the issue, I literally would. So
Yeah.
him being like, she's after my money, fuck this. I'm like, you have $2.5 billion. Like, no matter what she can ask you for, if you really didn't want to, first of all, she's not asking for money, which is part of the issue for you. Because if she was asking you for money, you would give her money and silence her. Classic. She did say that she signed something on her way into the party, which she now realizes is an NDA, but you're 13 and you don't fucking think about it.
No, and like I've really heard that NDAs are not that legally binding anymore.
No.
I mean, like, you really, like, how is something legal? Like, again, like, maybe I'm an idiot about the law, but how is literally something legally binding if it's fucking illegal?
Right, I don't know.
I don't think that.
I mean, I think that if you rape a child, it shouldn't be
no, it's
protected
illegal
by an NDA.
No,
but,
I don't think that's fucking right.
But I'm not a rich man, so I don't know.
Am I an idiot? Because I don't think that really excludes you from the fucking law.
So obviously they're pointing out the inconsistencies in her allegations, like the Maddens were on tour.
The fucking Madden. Listen, I'm scared because of this Madden's detail.
The Madden detail, like, it is a bit.
Thanks a lot, fucking Maddens.
Thanks a lot, Maddens. You really botched this for us.
Now-
But also, I'm glad because I love Joel Madden as the host of Ink Master.
You know what? You're right. I don't know because I don't watch Ink Master, but you know what? I'm sure you're right.
Yeah.
However, I want to make sure that's the truth.
Yep. So, you know, I would say this is like the biggest thing that has ever come out about Jay-Z. You know, obviously, when Beyonce's album Lemonade came out, it was very clear that he is a cheater. Mm-hmm. And it is believed that when Solange Knowles beat him up in the elevator after the Met Gala in 2014, it was about him cheating. But who knows, really? And they're like, this is a family issue. It's between family. But I'm like, if my brother... I guess it's different because it's like a girl beating him up. But like, if my brother beat up Jerry... I mean, I guess that is a family issue, but I'm like, that it would take a lot. I guess cheating would do it.
Yeah, cheating would do it. I mean, like, if it was... See, here's the thing. I don't think that the Solange family or the Knowles family or anybody from that family knows about anything he did except cheating. In my personal opinion. Julia's personal opinion.
And I sort of think Beyonce knew more than that.
And I only don't think that because I feel like it would have come out by now. Just because someone else would have brought it out. I just don't think that she would have got to the place where she is right now if she knew that much. I just don't know. But
Yeah,
maybe
I
I'm
don't know
completely
either.
fucking wrong.
Well, I think it's hard because she met him when she was, well, I read online and on Reddit, so like, fuck if I know that, like, someone was like, no, there's evidence that she met him when she was 16. But in all of the reports, Beyonce met him in 2000, big year, when she was 18 and he was 30. So, you know, is that a problematic age gap? I mean, it's legal, but it's a bit much for me.
it's a lot. It's a gross one for me. Yeah.
It's a gross one. But, you know, people have said that there are claims, unsubstantiated, that I have not really looked into, if I'm being completely honest, that they met earlier when she was 16 and he was 28, which is grosser because it's illegal. So whether she was 18 or 16, they started dating when she was 19. This is like the first, very publicly the first man that she's been with. It's like famously known that all of that was going on. I do think that she was low-key groomed by him.
Mm-hmm. That I do agree with, yeah.
And who fucking knows what went on in the beginning of their relationship and what she knows. I'm very curious. Mm-hmm. But I did read something interesting, which was that when she was working with Sean Paul for Baby Boy, such a good song, in Sean Paul's most substantial era, Jay-Z was pretty possessive of Beyonce and did not like them performing together.
Jealous.
And Sean Paul said this on a Jamaican radio show.
Really? When?
Straight from Sean Paul's mouth. Oh, years later. I mean, like, many, many, many years later.
Interesting.
And this was all from Reddit. So, like, I want to just make it clear, like, if this is false.
Yeah, we're detectives of Reddit sometimes.
We're Reddit detectives. Oh, and we'll talk about the other thing on Reddit. It also said that he was very possessive over Beyonce during the Check On It video over, like, who could be watching the cuts because of what she was wearing. So it does seem like
That's so classic.
If this is
abusey
true, it's just
Susie.
classic abusey Susie. It's classic possessy Polly.
Wow.
It's just like he's definitely a possessive Polly of Beyonce. He's definitely a cheater.
Groomy Boboomy though, for sure. I mean, like it's
Boomy,
anyone you're gonna date from that age on, like you're grooming. Like there's no fucking way you're not. There's no.
Yeah,
there's
no,
there's
you're
no.
grooming.
Yeah, we all know that Jay-Z
You're
is a
grooming.
groomer.
Remember yourself at 18?
Disgusting.
Ripe
Horrible.
to be groomed.
Child.
So ready to be groomed. I was so skinny too. That bitch.
That bitch.
That bitch. The other thing is he, allegedly has an illegitimate child named Rymir Satterthwaite.
Okay, perfect
Okay.
name.
He claims that he is the illegitimate son of Jay-Z, has spoken out about him for a very long time. His mother, Wanda, died in 2019, but alleged that she had sex with him, with Sean Carter, aka Jay-Z, in 1992 when she was 16 and he was 22 in a sworn affidavit. There was previously like lawsuits and stuff between him and Jay-Z, and he's claiming that Jay-Z's legal team acted fraudulently during previous attempts to get him to take a paternity test. And we'll just put this man in Wilmer Slimerama, and you can decide for yourself what they look like. I mean,
How old is the person now?
He is 31 now.
Wow. Wait, really?
Yeah. Because this happened in 1990. They had
Wow.
sex in 92.
Holy shit. That's a tough one.
It's
I'd have
tough.
to really stare at this photo for a while, but
It's like maybe, I don't know.
knows? Gosh, that's tough.
It could go either way. Like some photos, I see it more.
I mean, listen, why doesn't he put his? Why don't you just go take a 23andMe?
Spit in a cup and see what
23andMe,
happens.
go see if you're related to any of his family. Why
I know.
fucking not?
Like some pictures, he looks kind of more like him. Like this one, he looks more like him.
Yeah,
But I don't know.
but then put that as next to one of his kids.
You're right. Well, there's also young still.
Still though, I mean, like, gosh,
It's hard to
wild.
say. It's hard to say. It's like not
I'm just saying, going on 23andMe. I mean, it's so much easier to find family members now. You can just do that.
right.
You may as well.
You may as well.
You're gonna
but
find
there's
your
no
whole-
way that like Jay-Z has put his kids on there.
Certainly not,
But maybe like somebody else.
there are I'm sure there's a certain way to find people. Anyway, my name is Detective Diane.
Yeah. And then this is like the least important thing, but his luxury weed line, which he founded in 2020, that got $575 million in funding, is closing down.
That's too bad.
And he was charging $50 per joint. And I actually tried it once,
What a
and it
loser.
wasn't great.
Oh God, everybody knows weed joints that are pre-rolls are just made from stems and garbage. No offense to anybody who buys pre-rolls, just learn how to fucking roll a joint.
I mean, like, it's not that hard to roll a joint. And also, like, if you're gonna get a joint, get one that has like the keef in it. You know what I mean? Like, make me thirsty for it.
Yeah, give me one of those weird ones with like fucking dribble on it. Like,
Yeah, give me dribble.
give me a weird white person joint with
Yeah,
all that
exactly.
fucking kazoos. Like, it looks like a kazoo essentially. And you light it up and it's basically going to explode in your mouth.
And the Jay-Z one, I tried it. I was like, this is just like a fucking pre-roll. It didn't have any keef. It didn't have any bells and whistles. It just was a pre-roll joint that was totally adequate.
Go to www.youtube.com, type in how to roll a joint. Bingo, baby.
My name is Julia Davidovich.
I'm Julia Davidovich.
So do I think that Jay-Z's guilty? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jay-Z
I don't
is
think this
guilty.
woman who was 13, 24 years ago has anything to gain, really. She clearly doesn't want to be named. I wonder, who the fuck knows what's going on. But I don't see why she would name Jay-Z one of the most powerful people in the music industry after naming Diddy, another incredibly powerful person in the music industry. Like, I don't know what she has to gain from this.
True.
Other than justice.
And she's not asking for money. And I don't know. I mean, I don't think anybody, when they call out somebody, unless you're a complete sociopath who's using it for manipulation purposes, would be doing it for anything other to warn people.
Yeah.
Because they just can't imagine them doing it to someone else.
And think about
Kinda eats
living
at
with
them, I
this
bet.
for 24, like being raped by two people in one night.
No,
and
that's
then
no.
it's fucked. And holding on to that, like running out of this party, holding on to that for 24 years when you were a child when this happened, you were drugged. It's just like a horrible fucking situation. And he has every fucking reason to deny it, to discredit her, to ruin this woman's life, whatever happens. Like, he has so many reasons to do this. And I don't think it's about protecting his kids like he says it is. It's like, don't drag my kids and my wife into this. Like, you are actually the one who brought your kids and wife into this by putting them in this statement. Like,
I never feel more like my aunt and or mom when I'm just like, oh my God, his poor children. But only because
yeah,
other people are dragging their children into this.
that's true. And
Like-
he's like, people are going to ask my kids, like, this is a big enough story that, like, you know, my kids are going to go to school and people are going to ask about it. I'm like,
No, I'm thinking that, but I'm thinking it because that's what's going to happen. You don't need to tell me that.
yeah,
And
that's what's going to happen.
Don't make it as an excuse to not talk about it because it's like, ugh, God.
Also,
Why
like,
are some people?
So many people have bad parents, so it's like, fuck.
Oh my God.
And when this stuff happened at school, like, sometimes we were told, like, not to ask about it. You know, it's like people deal with things in different ways.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, does she even go to a normal school?
Probably not.
I'm sure she'll be fine.
Yeah. I mean, look, I'm more concerned about the victim, future victims. Not saying there are any, who the fuck knows. But every time something like this happens, I'm like, God, how many people knew? Who else knew? Like, it's so, and we said this when the Diddy thing came out, and everyone said this, is like, how many people are going to go down with this guy? Seems
It's kind of
like
nuts.
quite a bit.
I don't know. It's not like I'm enjoying it, but it is just like, it's wild to see.
I think people really thought, like, after Me Too, it was like, okay, we did it. We fixed the problem. And it's like, well, no. Like, there's so many pockets of corrupt, rich fuckfaces. And yeah, sure, Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, fucking Jeffrey Epstein, they are all fuckfaces and they're horrible. And I'm glad they, you know, are dying of leukemia in jail or whatever the
I was
hell.
just going to say, how is he not dead yet? I feel like he
How is
might
he
die
not
on
dead yet?
Christmas. Merry
Okay,
Christmas to
Julia's
us.
prediction.
Julie's prediction
corner.
for this holiday season. I think Harvey Weinstein's going to die on Christmas.
I mean, that would be beautiful.
Yeah, what a nice story.
A bit of a Jewish miracle.
Someone might write a movie about it.
Okay, hey, you heard it here last.
Produced by
Bad Boy Pod.
yeah,
Diane
produced
Inc.
by Diane Inc. How about that?
All right, let's shut the door on Jay-Z.
Yeah, what a bad man.
Yeah. Mark McGrath is my Jay-Z.
I don't think he was at that party, however.
I
Thank
don't think he was at the
God.
party, but I do think
they've met.
they have met.
I'll
They have
find a
shook-
picture. I'm
They have
sure.
shook hands. They have been in the rooms.
He thinks he's a good guy, but once he learned about this, I'm sure he would not be. He'd be like, "Oh, I don't know."
Yeah, he'd be like, "Oh, I don't know."
He would say, "I don't know."
he would say,
wouldn't
"I don't know."
He's bad, but he would say, "I don't know."
He wouldn't say like he believes her outright.
No,
He'd have to see.
"Ooh."
He'd like, I need to see more evidence. But he's also like, okay, well, you know, maybe he's like using it as a reason why he was never liked by Jay-Z and Diddy. He's like, oh, well, this is why they never liked me, because I'm a good man and
I'm
they're
a
bad.
good man and would never do anything like this.
Right,
So why
I
would they
wasn't
think to
invited to
include
the
me?
party.
Yeah, I wasn't going to be a rapist with them.
That doesn't explain why Kid Rock wasn't invited, though.
You're
Email
right.
Diane why Kid Rock wasn't invited.
He's got bad vibes.
Yeah, it's very true. All right,
Palatable.
who's your good boy?
I like my little guy.
Bagoo. Okay, what
I
else?
made
did you-
honestly made a huge Bagoo order.
Okay, so you got a little
I'll put this in the
what is
summer.
it? AirPod thingamajig,
Yeah, I mean, ever since I got my little lighter holder, I was like, wow, am I obsessed with little
little pouches.
things to contain my stuff?
I mean,
Yes,
hey.
I think I might be.
It's useful.
Gotta say, I drop my AirPods a lot, and
Yeah.
at least I have a little cushioned
Now
thing
it's protected.
now. It is really
She's protected.
Though now it's kind of like a new thing, as you can hear me opening it. Now I'm just like, oh no, now it's kind of like hard for me to juggle all things at once. Anyway, I've found a new way to complain, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, you found a new way to complain, but
I
it's
love to
cute.
complain.
It's a checkered. It's a green and blue checkered way to complain. Okay, hold up your Bagoo.
Oh yeah, my Bagoo.
Hold up your pose with your Bagoo. Adorable.
My little Bagoo, and I got a little bag. Ooh, goo. It's a swan. It's
swan?
cute. I'll show you it.
Okay.
The purse is up there.
Oh, I noticed that you had a new purse because it wasn't your massive purse.
Yeah, I need to stop carrying a massive purse. I'm down to the small purse again. I
I
love
it. You know what? You
huge,
know I
small,
fuck with a
huge,
small
small,
purse.
huge, small. I know, but like, I like the big one because then I can carry like a water bottle in it.
Oh yeah, I just handy that guy. Handy my water bottle.
But then I'll go through enough times where I'll do like a death march from like my nail salon or something. I'm like, oh, I just walked for half an hour with my giant purse. Why did I do that? That was really, really stupid.
Yeah.
And my back hurts.
All right. You heard it here last. My good boy.
Yes.
Okay. I got $47 in a class action lawsuit.
What?
Yeah, against the Apple
I saw
Store.
a check on your thing just sitting there. I was like, wow, I literally see a $47 check on here.
Yeah, you heard it here last.
not gonna focus
I am
on it.
Fucking loaded.
Whoa, what
Honestly,
happened?
It was like an
Oh,
Apple Store
wait.
privacy thing.
Oh, okay. Hello. Where's
Hello.
my privacy?
Well, you had to sign up for the class action lawsuit.
Which store was it?
It was the Apple Store.
Which store though?
Oh, like the App Store.
Oh, guess I didn't sign up for it.
Yeah, you
Bitch.
didn't. Yeah, so basically I got $47, but it's like class action lawsuits, the best way to make money.
Honestly.
You fucked up by not joining the Jewel one.
No, I didn't because there was really no way of making money off that one.
Okay, well, I saw someone that got like $1,000.
That's because they probably had literal receipts. You had to send in actual. They like the only people that had Jewel receipts
Yeah.
are people ordering from Jewel.com.
Oh, yeah.
Like the only Jewel receipt I had, like I don't think I have any.
You
like
weren't
I'm
going to
going
like get a receipt at the gas station.
liquor store. Like, can
Yeah.
you please have a receipt so I can sue these people later?
Right. And
Like,
you,
wish.
Yeah, damn.
Anyway, wish I
All right,
could.
well, next time you're ordering something that may or may not cause cancer in the future, remember to get a receipt.
If you're a smoker, get a receipt.
But I didn't need a receipt. I just had to be like, yeah, I fucking used the App Store. Eat my ass.
I'm pissed. I'm gonna sue them after.
Well, it may have just been, I don't remember exactly, because the thing is, it takes
sure I'm
like
too late.
years for these to settle. So
It does.
Who can even say what it was from?
I forget the last one they tried to include me in, and I was like, yeah, I'll do this, and then I just forgot to. Probably was Jewel.
Oh, I also joined like a Williams Sonoma one.
Oh,
It was like
just
Williams
joined
Sonoma
another one.
West Elm. Like,
Wow,
come
what
on.
a good investment strategy.
Bring in the $47 increments. Like, I'm ready.
Nice.
Yeah, so I deposited that bitch, and we'll see what I'm going to buy with it. Probably something off the App Store.
Wow.
Just kidding.
That's like 4 coffees.
It's 4 coffees. It's,
5
you
coffees,
know,
maybe.
it's just, it made my day.
It's like 1 shirt and
It's like an hour. It's like an hour of work if you're making $47 an hour.
sure,
And so that's not bad at all.
not bad.
Anyway, made my week. Can't even lie. I mean, that's a good boy. That's like, I love a good class action.
Not a bad day. Honestly.
All right, let's do TV talk.
Wow, what a week for TV.
I mean, TV is that.
TV, thank God. I mean, probably because it's winter and like we had that weird. I mean, not weird strike, but we had a strike for a long time.
Yeah, we had a dry spell, so now we're back.
Yikes!
We did both watch a throbbing documentary called The Kings of Tupelo,
Did not expect that.
which was deeply Elvis.
deeply Elvis themed, like dueling Elvis brothers. They had a show together at one point. It was like a double Elvis brother show.
Yep.
There's there's family drama. There's there's possibly a love triangle.
There are 2 love triangles.
Oh my God, there are 2 love triangles.
One
I forgot.
involving the brothers,
Right.
and one involving. I mean, here's the
scam
story.
artist.
Here's the gist of the story. And so it
Spoiler
all takes
alert.
place in big spoiler alert. It all takes place in Tupelo, Mississippi, which is the birthplace of Elvis. So everyone,
it?
yeah,
Okay, I thought
or
he
it's
just
like where
lived
he
there.
was from.
Whatever.
Whatever, they claim Elvis. I don't know if he was born
Maybe
there
it
or
is.
not. They definitely claim Elvis as their own, and like the whole town is obsessed with fucking Elvis, and it's like great. Like there's so many Elvis impersonators,
my God.
and these 2 brothers who are sort of at the heart of the story. One of them is named Kevin, and he falls into a deep sort of conspiratory rabbit hole about the black market of selling organs and whatnot, because he was a janitor at a hospital and found a fridge full of organs that had barcodes on them, which to me is like relatively normal for a hospital morgue to have body parts in it.
It kind of feels normal to me. I mean,
It feels
I
normal
think
to me.
the problem with this man is that he at his heart is a conspiracy theorist. He's a man of the aughts.
He's a man of the aughts.
He's a millennium man.
He
a
loves his
2010.
Gateway 2000 and
Loved
like
the internet.
loved the
Absolutely
internet.
addicted to the internet.
abandoned his kids for the internet.
Sounds like he was a bit of a drinker.
a bit of a drinker.
Maybe escaping reality a bit.
He definitely fell into a deep rabbit hole about the organ trade.
Yeah.
And whether or not it is true or not is not addressed fully in the documentary, although there is a black
No.
market for organs.
There is, and there's a little bit of there's a lot of weird stuff going on in the city in general, because like the mayor of the town is an undertaker.
Oh, yeah.
He set up an organ.
No, he wasn't the mayor.
donor-
He's a congressman.
congressman. My bad.
Yeah.
I thought he was the fucking mayor.
No.
So he's a congressman plus Undertaker.
He's a congressman plus Undertaker.
And he loves his job. And I don't think that's the weird part. I think
He's a bit of a kook. I mean,
he's a kook.
every politician in this documentary is absolutely unhinged.
Unhinged.
Yeah.
And his mother loves him dearly.
Loves him dearly.
Never
but
done a
is
thing wrong
is
in his
a judge.
life.
Like, there is a level of conspiracy going on where this...
Oh, I meant Kevin's mom, but also, yes.
Oh, Kevin's mom, yeah.
Her too.
But the Undertaker / congressman is a judge who ended up overseeing a case involving Kevin. And it was just like the whole thing. There is like a level of like, okay, there is some believability to what this man is saying. Like, it does seem slightly like this trial was rigged against you. Like, I don't not believe that in some way. But he didn't really go about it in the most, sane of ways. And it sort of culminates, huge spoiler alert, in one of his rivals who worked for his brother, who's a lawyer. I mean, it's all fucking wild. Who was also running for Congress against the Undertaker.
Small town
Stuff. So the guy who was so basically, I didn't remember this in whenever this was, 2013.
The little ricin incident?
The ricin incident.
I do remember the
vaguely
ricin incident, but I don't remember the fallout of it all.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't remember it being anything like this. I thought it was actually more highly specialized.
Right.
And like something I couldn't even understand.
So basically...
This is wild.
What happened is the conspiracy theorist was arrested for sending ricin to Barack Obama, and also this cast of characters from Mississippi, including like a senator from Mississippi who's in the dock, and this congressman from Mississippi who's in the dock, and the congressman's mom who was like in the dock, and it ends seeming like this guy who ran for Congress against the Undertaker is the one who framed him and set him up, and it was like all very petty internet drama, but it ends in sort of like or was he also framed situation? Mm-hmm. And I don't know.
And it's still confusing to me.
It's still very confusing to me.
To me, it begs it's just, I think everybody in that town just needs to get out and do something fun.
Everyone needs to just like go to Disneyland for a day.
Oh, yeah. Just
like,
like get
do
out.
something.
Just do something for yourself.
Do something not about Elvis.
Yeah.
Not about Mississippi.
No.
Like, you guys need to do something.
Get out of everybody's business and just like, I don't know, take a break.
It is sad
unplug.
the way conspiracy theories take over people's lives like that.
I am definitely seeing that now, yes.
Yeah, like, look, I love a good conspiracy theory. And there are a lot in the Luigi Mangione situation where I'm like, oh you don't say. But it's not taking over my life. Like, I'm like, oh, that's an interesting thought. You know, moving on to the new season of Queer Eye or whatever the fucking fuck.
Sure. I mean, like, I do like to pop into conspiracy Reddit, but like, again, I like to see it's like, to me, a barometer. Oh, this is what you people think is a conspiracy?
Yeah.
I don't want to feel crazy.
I more so like to come up with my own.
Oh, yeah.
I guess that's sort of what he did. Coming up with your own conspiracy, Connie, that's the joy of life. But like falling into someone else's, I'm like, grow up.
Bad.
Grow up.
Come on.
So I don't know. I would say I recommend the doc. It was a fun time. Mm-hmm. It was fun.
I think it was fun.
It's not that serious. No one really dies. So
no. And what you think is going to happen isn't. And like, there's, the editing is good. There's a lot of
it's like funny.
They're trying to make it funny.
They're definitely trying to make it funny.
Also, like, he's an entertainer.
Yeah.
He's trying to make it entertaining.
Yeah.
As much as you hate it, you understand this guy for what he is.
You do.
Just a dude who wanted to
He's a bit of
chill.
He's a kooky guy for sure.
He's kooky.
Yeah.
But he just wants to have a good time.
He just wants to have a good time, and he wants people to believe him when he says that there's a conspiracy up to the top when it comes to selling organs on the black market, which maybe not.
I do think that maybe he should be medicated.
Yeah, just a little.
But
just have a little something.
Here nor there.
And you know what?
That is just a suggestion.
I
wouldn't want to change his personality. All
No.
I want for him is to have stability.
I wanted to be stable enough to be able to perform as Elvis again,
Yeah,
and that would be a beautiful
I think
thing
that would
for
make
him.
him happy.
I do too. But it was an interesting doc. Ultimatum continues.
Oh my fucking God.
This crock of
No one is
Speaking of a
saved.
crock of weirdos.
Yes.
No, they all need to get severely dumped.
Yeah, I think everybody needs Jesus, and I don't think anybody needs Jesus except for these people.
No, but they are desperate for Jesus.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think Scotty is the worst of them all.
Which is Scotty again?
Scotty is the one who was with Zaina in the trial marriage, and like when he got into a fight, he just like stared at her and like a really sort of, and he's like a bit of a starer.
Scotty. Why can't I remember?
He was originally with Arya.
my God, I'm so bad with names. He's the one that's like really bad at communication.
Yes. Yes.
He's pisses me off.
He's a bit like of a manipsy bipsy to me.
When I see him, I'm just like, you really have a chip on your shoulder.
Yeah.
He already has like an idea of what he thinks is happening, and he comes from that place. He just seems really defensive, and
He's so defensive.
it's at his detriment every single
And
time.
he cannot admit fault.
No, every single time. He's so
Yeah.
bad at it. He's like, and again, I forget like why he seemed like such a good candidate at the beginning, because
Yeah, he
now
seemed like a nice guy in the beginning, but now I'm like, you're actually really like maybe the scariest of guys.
he's actually
And
one
when
of
he
the
was
most
like,
annoying to me.
when he was like, do you want to go on a date? I want to plan an amazing date. Either we go skydiving or we do like a body freezing. What the fuck is it called?
Oh my
like
God,
an ice bath?
cryogenic, whatever.
And she was like, no. And he was like, okay, you plan a date then. I'm like, bro, you just suggested the two most unhinged activities.
It was literally the most pathetic. Like, it was like talking to a 15-year-old child.
Right.
Like,
It's like, I
what could you
actually,
do with it? It's like your first boyfriend.
it's like, okay, so you don't want to go skydiving or freeze yourself to death. I guess I'll just walk into traffic. Like, bro, he didn't
was-
say that, but that was the vibe.
What was his problem? I think, dead dad. That's what it was, though.
Oh.
Last thing he said to his dad, he regrets not saying.
Right. Yeah,
When
but like,
I-
come on.
Okay, that story though, manipulative.
Yeah.
Now when I look back, I feel manipulative.
Yeah.
And I
that
think
happens on Love is Blind all the time too, where they're like, oh, my dead sister. And I'm like, oh, but you're maybe like one of the worst people though.
yeah, I feel like some people actually. I mean, like you forget that people that. I mean, I'm not saying you can't talk about your dead relatives. I think it's normal.
I do too.
But when you bring it up as like I don't know, it's just like something that really changed me is I didn't like when I fought with my dad and I didn't say the last communication I had with my dad was fighting with him.
Right.
And then he died. Stop.
Yeah. It's
I mean,
like,
it's just, what do you tell? Like, that is maybe a story you tell people age 15 to 25 max.
Yeah.
And then you have to stop telling that story.
Or you can
It's
say
not,
it.
It's
you
not
can,
shaping your life.
There's a way to say it that's like less, I don't know. There's a way to say it where you're just like, it is not the way. I just feel like it's, as somebody with a dead dad.
Yeah, let's ask Zoe.
Yeah, ask me. I do think like I understand that, but also like I don't know. I mean, I don't remember. Obviously, I was so young when my dad died. I don't have like the memory of our last conversation, but like my friend with a dead dad will talk about their last conversation. It was very like mundane about nothing. And I don't think really the takeaway from a death of a parent is how you ended it, although I understand why people may focus on that.
To me, it sounds like something someone hasn't possibly worked through.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he desperately needs therapy.
Desperately. And that is an indication of that to me.
Yeah.
Because if you felt maybe, you would have come to a new conclusion if you had worked through it and said,
right,
I may not have said goodbye to my dad, or I may not have said that I loved him, but that just solidifies in me that I never want to blah, blah, blah.
Right.
He didn't say something like that. He just said that like life, it was way more selfish.
Right.
It was way more like secular and not really including anybody else except himself.
Yeah. I do think
kind of a dork.
I think he...
Does he? I think Kevin may have EDD.
Erectile dysfunction disorder. Yeah. Good for him. Mm-hmm. Kevin hasn't processed his dad's death yet in any sort of real way.
It's affecting him
it's affecting him hard.
Yeah, hard is right.
Hard is so right. Yeah, I do think Scotty needs to sort of reevaluate how his father's death has impacted him, perhaps beyond their last interaction.
Yeah, when he was
because
literally a teen.
Ultimately, the last interaction may be the thing that sticks out to you, but losing a parent is so much like more complicated than just those feelings are very shallow feelings, I feel. And like when you lose a family member that is like in your immediate family like that at a young age, the way it impacts you is, in my opinion, and this is my experience, deeper than that last moment. And I feel like the impacts of it are more about what happens afterward, how your family reacts afterward, how people treat you afterward. Like that whole, obviously the like void in your life, blah, blah, blah is a thing. But you know, how was it growing up without a father? Like, that's to me the thing that is more traumatic, at least from my experience.
But for many people, maybe they just like that surface thing and they don't really understand. Like there's, and again,
It is
that
an
may
easy
be
way.
fine for
It is
him
an easy
right
way
now.
not to get deep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not a person that doesn't like to get deep.
And
So-
truthfully, like, the shallow version of my story is like, my dad died in a freak accident, so now I'm scared all of the people I love are going to die in a freak accident. And that is true. And that is like a thing that impacts me greatly day to day. But it isn't like the full story of it. It's not like it's not really the way it has impacted me the most, even though that is true. You know?
Yeah. It's a much deeper way of looking at it instead of just like a weird notch on your belt that you have and you wear on your outside.
Yeah. Yeah. But everyone has that version of like their trauma story that they tell is like maybe an easier version for them to stomach versus like the real story, which is like way sadder and worse, you know?
Ugh, God, trauma.
Anyway, I don't feel bad for him because he's like a manipulative freak. Email
Wait,
Diane.
wait,
Okay, go ahead.
last thing about ultimatum.
The Sandy
couple-
and JR are definitely fucked. What?
Is that the annoying white couple?
No. Sandy and JR. JR is like the bodybuilder.
Oh, sorry, JR, you said.
Yeah.
They're not gonna make. I mean, they absolutely fucked. There's no way they didn't fuck.
There's no way they didn't fuck.
They fucked.
They fucked. And that's
Guys,
fine.
you fucked. Just
Guys,
tell
you
everyone you
fucked.
fucked.
Just admit
You
at the reunion.
smooched, but you fucked.
Please admit at the reunion that you fucked. It would make my day.
Oh my God, I would love that. None of these couples are going to make it. And then the couple that fights all the time. I mean, I definitely see it now. I mean, I'm
Which
more
couple
on
that fights all the time?
the one that's the white guy.
Oh, Caleb and Mariah.
Yeah, is that their names? Wow, they have the most boring names. Caleb,
Caleb is a bit slow,
he is.
but I don't know if he's just like high
No, I think he's like
or if he just doesn't give a fuck.
I don't know. I changed my opinion about him because I used to have such a negative opinion about him, but now I'm just like, oh, I think you're slow because you're calculated, and I don't even think it's like a negative thing. And I don't love the guy either. Like I could
Yeah.
never be with like he's really like to me he's like a big ball of cotton.
He's a bit of a people pleaser.
He is, but
Yeah.
she is very annoying. And I see it now
The only-
when you bring him back, she's like a little, like she's on like clinging to his underbelly.
Yeah.
You just like, she can't relax.
Yeah.
She can't even relax. She can't
I
even
really like Zaina.
yes, I like Xana.
I like Zaina.
She's chill.
I'm like, you first of all called Scotty out on his shit, which I enjoyed watching.
That was good.
You
I
called
think they were at
JR
Griffith, by the way, when they were doing that.
Oh, okay. You called JR out on your shit, which I also liked. And I hope that you have a beautiful relationship with someone other than these people. And I like
Yes.
Arya too, although she's a little immature. But
Yeah.
but like nobody deserves to be with Scotty. That man's fucking the
He's
worst.
kind of a loser.
Anyway, email Diane at badboypod.com. Your bad boys on the block, your good boys. Shop.badboypod.com for a Diane T. Follow us at Bad Boy Podcast. Please write in who you think should be the worst boy of the year.
Oh, yeah.
If you're worst dad of the year,
Worst dad,
you know,
worst
if
couple,
there's a category
divorce.
you want us to sort of get into, most haunted birth of the year. Just kidding.
Oh, yeah, haunted birth.
And yeah, just follow Diane at Bad Boy Podcast and
Worst president of the year.
worst president
There's
of the year.
two
There's two.
right now.
There's two. We're really about to get a new one, and that should be interesting, to say the least.
Wow.
And
what a year.
email Diane your predictions for
Luigi. Just kidding.
who?
Luigi.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Because last time I said McDonald's, I was low-key right. But I did say McDonald's in Columbus. No, I said Art Scene in Columbus. Anyway, email Diane if Pennsylvania is a good place to relocate.
Right coast, though. You're
Yeah,
right.
I was
You're
close.
right.
I was
I said
close.
Midwest, I think.
Well, first I said Boise, which was deeply incorrect.
Maybe I didn't say. I really don't remember what I said, but who cares?
Anyway, have
Because
fun,
Zoe
Boise.
was right.
Brought to you by Lady Parts.